Hello you and welcome back to the channel. In this edition of When Cancel Culture Fails, we have Trader Joe's. Now we all know SJWs live to be offended. It's like they actively seek out things that might hurt their feelings, which is pretty much everything. They scour the internet, they look through your old tweets, they look through your old movies, your old interviews, your old TV shows. It's like an addiction. They get off on this nonsense, just waiting, trying to find that one thing that makes them go, ooh, baby. That's the one I'm gonna cry about all day on Twitter. I think everybody's familiar with the more popular version of this, where they go after celebrities or public figures. But the less known but just as prevalent version of this is when they go after companies. In an op-ed on RT.com, we have Joe says no, Trader Joe's stands up to outrage mob, proving the impotence of online activism. Grocery chain Trader Joe's won't be changing its supposedly raw-sassed product labels. In an era where suspect tweets can ruin careers, the decision is a reminder that online activism doesn't always matter in real life. According to more than 5,000 signatories of an online petition, some of the chain's branding, which sees its Italian range labeled Trader Giotto's, its Mexican range called Trader Jose's, and its Chinese food named Trader Ming's, is raw-sassed. Because of course it is. You just can't make this shit up, man. The branding exoticizes other cultures, the petition states. Furthermore, the petition alleges that the company's founder, Joe Columb, drew inspiration from a raw-sassed book about traders on the high seas that has been accused of romanticizing Western imperialism and fetishizing non-Western peoples. Oh my god. What exactly is the part that's offensive here? Is it the using of culturally significant names? Are we supposed to ignore the fact that there's Mexicans named Jose now, or is just acknowledging that raw-sassed? I'm sure it is. Exoticizes other cultures also. Like, what is wrong with that? I don't understand. Why exactly it's wrong to glamorize or hold foreign products in high regard. They do that literally everywhere in the world. Anyway, moving on. The verbiage is typical of the woke left, and such is the cultural sway of that movement that the media took notice and Trader Joe's felt obliged to respond. In a statement to CNN, a spokeswoman said that the company recognized its apparent insensitivity and would be rebranding any offensive packaging. Because a little bit of outrage and a measly 5,000 signatures is all that it takes apparently for the woke media to swallow this kind of bullshit up. Woke media making mountains out of molehills, goddammit. Can you imagine being the reporter reporting on something like this? Oh my god, somebody's offended, let's go. A week later, the grocery chain about turned and said that its packaging isn't raw-sassed, that nothing would be renamed based on petitions, and that its actual customers, not a small group of online busybodies, quite like the branding. As do I. And here it is, customer updates, a note about our product naming to our valued customers. In light of recent feedback and attention we've received about our product naming, we have some things we'd like to say to clarify our approach. A few weeks ago, an online petition was launched calling on us to remove raw-sass packaging from our products. Following were inaccurate reports that the petition prompted us to take action. We want to be clear, we disagree that any of these labels are raw-sassed. We do not make decisions based on petitions. I want to stop and clap already, but let's go on. We make decisions based on what customers purchase, as well as the feedback we receive from our customers and crew members. If we feel there is need for change, we do not hesitate to take action. Decades ago, our buying team started using product names like Trader Giotto's, Trader Jose's, Trader Ming's, etc. We thought then, and still do, that this naming of products could be fun and show appreciation for other cultures. For example, we named our Mexican beer Trader Jose Premium, and a couple guacamole products are called Avocado's Number, in a kitschy reference to a mathematical theory. These products have been really popular with our customers, including some budding mathematicians. We constantly reevaluate what we are doing to ensure it makes sense for our business and aligns with customers' expectations. A couple years ago, we asked our buying team to review all our products to see if we needed to update any older packages, and also see if the associated brands developed years ago needed to be refreshed. We found that some of the older names or products just weren't connecting or selling very well, so they were discontinued. It's kind of what we do. Recently, we have heard from many customers reaffirming that these name variations are largely viewed in exactly the way they were intended, as an attempt to have fun with our product marketing. We continue our ongoing evaluation, and those products that resonate with our customers and sell well will remain on our shelves. Trader Joe's has been a unique, fun, and neighborly place to shop for over 50 years. We look forward to taking care of our wonderful customers for many future decades. Trader Joe's. Oh my god, that was wonderful. More companies need to be like Trader Joe's. I think it's important to point out how many times they focused on customers and sales. Because I think Trader Joe's realized something that a lot of the companies that bend the knee to the outrage mob don't realize, is that the people complaining are not your customers. They're not the ones buying your products. And we see this time and time again when companies get woke and go broke. Because SJWs just live to ruin everything. As soon as they get you to do what they want, they just move on to the next thing. And if questioned as to why they don't support you even though you cater to them, they'll say it's because you're pandering. Of course, you know what I mean? That's what these people do. So good on Trader Joe's for recognizing that it's not these people that you want to bow to, it's the people giving you money. And if these products are selling as well as Trader Joe's claims they are, then the customers clearly are not offended by them. The resolution to the non-issue grabbed national media attention and garnered praise online. Fox News' Stuart Varney called the company's response a win for sanity, while podcaster Brett Weinstein commended the firm for standing up against lunacy. Completely agree with both. It's so sad that this is what first world problems have come to. People getting offended by Trader Jose's of all goddamn things. Let's go after Roberto's Tacos next, or Capriati's or something. Let's start that shit on Twitter. Roberto's Tacos exoticizes Mexican culture. They then show a couple tweets. Thank you, Trader Joe's, for taking a stand. Hopefully more great businesses in America begin to do the same. Completely agree. Good for Trader Joe's. Is the tide finally turning on corporate cave-ins? Unfortunately, Trader Joe's is an outlier in that it stayed resolute in the face of an online outrage campaign. Similar crusades have seen the Washington Redskins rebrand as Washington Football Team, Quaker Oats drop Aunt Jemima from its syrup labels, and Nestle rename its Eskimo Pie ice cream. Oh, Washington Football Team though. That shit never gets old. Ultimately, these campaigns succeeded because the companies in question decided to give in instead of standing their ground. What Trader Joe's evidently realized is something known instinctively by most of the population. Twitter isn't real life. That's not to say people haven't had their lives and careers ruined for online snafus. Just ask the Cisco employees fired for writing All Lives Matter in a group chat last month. But if you control your own business and income, there's not a whole lot the mob can do. As a privately held company, Trader Joe's doesn't even have shareholders to appease or stock value to protect. Unless customers desert the store en masse, the woke petitioners have literally no power here, and that's a good point. But I feel like even if you were a publicly traded company, you should still take a stand against this kind of nonsense because it's more profitable for you in the end. SJWs don't even support capitalism, for fuck's sake. You're not gonna get any money out of these idiots. They inherently don't believe in the idea of supporting companies with money, and you're gonna cave to what they want. My god. Not that this should have ever been a national issue. 5,000 anonymous signatories is not a critical mass of outraged people. It's just under 4 people for every one of Trader Joe's 505 US locations. 4 times as many people have signed a petition to save a cat sanctuary in New York, for example, and CNN hasn't dispatched reporters to the scene or asked local authorities for a statement. Media attention gives these witch hunts the oxygen they need, and the prevailing climate of wokeness gives them fuel, but those targeted, like Trader Joe's, often have the final say. A short, sharp no is all it takes. Exactly. It's like targeting children with these idiots. Just gotta look them in the eye, say no. When they don't get what they want, they move on to the next thing because there's not anything they can really do about it. Then they just cry harder like little children. Nothing ever comes of it. They've been trying to cancel Joe Rogan for years now, and because he doesn't acknowledge it, nothing happens. But I hope more companies do end up standing their ground in the future, using this as an example of what happens when you don't bow down to the woke Twitter outrage mob. But let me know what you guys think, whether you think this is a great victory for sanity, as Fox so wonderfully put it, or you think, those labels are racist, you bigot, you're just ignorant. Let me know in the comments below. Smash that like button, share this video around, and subscribe with all notifications on so I can see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you there.